Hi, I'm Dallas Kiro, and welcome to Inside Creative Lives. Today I'll be talking to Lane Edwards, the founder of PURA Botanicals. Lane is an ethereal human being. She's hilarious, she's kind, and she's so incredibly imaginative. From making potions in her backyard as a little girl to now designing skincare formulas and bespoke perfumes that delight countless people. She's also a busy mother of 3 and a really involved member in her community. I can't wait for you to see how she got from point A to B and to hear the heart of Lane's story.
Welcome to PURA Botanicals. I'm Lane Edwards, and I'm so excited to show you around.
I am the founder of PURA Botanicals, and we are a clean, all-natural skincare company. We have our in-house lab here in Edmonton, Alberta, and we craft our potions from scratch, and we specialize in high-performance, natural skincare, body care, and also fragrance and bespoke perfuming. As a little girl, I was really soft-hearted, energetic. I would say loved to sing and dance, loved to express myself through writing. I used to keep a diary for a long time. I would spend my weekends mixing potions, and instead of lemonade stands, I would have science center stands where I would sell my potions, and they were always to heal. That was always my intention in making them. And I always loved my mom's skincare and beauty products. And she used to take a bubble bath every night, and I would sit on the edge of the bubble bath and dip my toes in and chat with her. And I was always really taken by the beauty rituals that my mom used to indulge in. She was a single mom. So I think that was really her reprieve, was taking care of herself. After high school, I actually did quite a bit of traveling. So I moved to Vancouver. I was in hospitality. Then I jumped on a plane and moved to the Cayman Islands. And there I worked for the Westin, Casa Arena Resort and Spa as a beach cocktail waitress, where I met my husband, who came from Alberta as well as a bartender. So kind of like a 1980s cocktail story. And after that, I did my yoga training in Costa Rica, and then finally came home and took my Bachelor of Communications in Professional Writing with a minor in corporate branding, and started working for the Canadian brand Lululemon Athletica. And eventually moved to Australia and helped them expand through Sydney, and came home pregnant with my first baby. And that's when I started to think about my own legacy and what I wanted to create. When I became pregnant with Morgan, I had such an aversion to anything that was synthetically based. I remember washing my hair, and just the perfume feeling overcome and quite ill from the fragrance. And that's when I became a mad scientist in my basement, when I had 2 babies on my lap. And at the time, our basement was unfinished, and it was like on a IKEA table, kind of in the dark. Like, it was not glamorous beginnings at all, but it was the only space that kind of worked in the house. And yeah, I created a whole little collection, which is so much different than where I am now. I've always worked with really safe ingredients, but at the same time, you don't want your child drinking, a bottle of sweet orange oil because it smells delicious. So it was always a little bit of chaos, but I mean, they were great. They would just kind of play around me, and we would run to the post office because our first online store was through Etsy. It's been neat to see how the brand has grown. I mean, our first logo was an egg with a flower growing out of it. And I think, wow, that is so where I was at. The beginning, the egg, the flower, blossoming. So we moved from the basement to my mother-in-law's cabin, and she started to help me. She recognized that, this little brand there's something special here. And kind of from day one, as soon as we started to put it out there, there was this interest and traction. And so she started to help me, which was an amazing support. And then from there, we moved it from her cabin to our lab on 124th Street. And I just felt like this is something that I want to dedicate my time and my energy to. I knew it deserved a space, and a space that I had such a clear vision for. And I still wanted to keep full control over crafting the product, which so many brands, they end up giving that up. But we're 9 years in, and we're still doing it, which is pretty cool.
So this is a whole collection of our handcrafted, clean and natural skincare. And what is really cool about this space is that it is only steps away from our in-house lab, which is just in the building next to us. So everything here is ultra fresh and crafted from scratch by our team. And some of our favorite products that people really come in super excited about is definitely the overnight watermelon mask. So this was formulated in about 2017 because as a new mother, I was incredibly sleep deprived and I thought I need a potion that is going to do all the work while I get some sleep. And this is it.
I think creating the product from start to finish, so actually being hands-on in terms of what does this product do and why is it important and why as a woman would I want it in my daily life to elevate my sense of wellness. And I think that it begins there, but also seeing that product to the end. So what is the story behind the product, right? What makes this interesting? Like, for example, our hyaluronic ruby serum, when we talked about doing the launch, you know, I brought it back to, well, we put a ruby in it because as a child, Wizard of Oz was my favorite story. And I was always obsessed with Dorothy's ruby red slippers and the fact that the rubies always represented that, you know, she could go home at any time. And I think skincare is really about like returning to yourself and your natural beauty and embracing that and working with what you have been gifted. I feel like in order to do the work, I need to have something special driving me behind the scenes that means something to me that I know is going to connect with me. And if I share that story, it's going to connect with others. You have to invest like that heart energy into something to make it last.
Hi. Smells real good in here. So this is where all of the alchemy magic happens. And what's really cool about this space is there actually is no natural light that can get to this space. So we are able to store a lot of our ingredients in these clear glass bottles. And for me, these ingredients are so beautiful to work with and look at. It's actually so nice to see the rainbow of nature in all of the ingredients. So that's a really fun aspect of it.
To be honest, I feel somewhat shocked at my resilience. Building a business for 9 years and raising 3 children, now teenagers, the ups and downs, also being a wife. People say like, oh, careful, you don't want to burn out. And I'm like, are you kidding? I have burnt out so many times. So many times. For example, I burnt out at the very beginning of September, and I just spent like 2 days in the kitchen making borscht and baking muffins and staying away from any kind of social media, my phone, my email. Like, I just need to check back into myself and do the simple things that make me feel really grounded, spend time with my loved ones, get out in nature. I mean, I'm always feeling like drawn to the mountains every time that I'm feeling, you know, I don't have enough to give. Those mountains are so wonderful and so grounding. When you're wearing so many hats as a small business owner, you're not only in a creative mindset because you are also taking care of employees. You are balancing budgets. You are constantly forecasting what you did, what you're going to do, how you're going to do it. There's so much strategy and business involved than just creating beautiful products and marketing them. And it looks so sparkly on the outside, but there's so much heavy lifting on the inside that people don't see. So that's the hardest part, is that, you know, I need to be sometimes the boss. And I don't love many aspects of being the boss. Like, I genuinely just want what's best for everyone. And I can't always give people what they want. And that kills me. Like, that's so difficult for me.
You're gonna drip it in your hands.
And you're gonna gently warm it up. I know that I have sacrificed myself to ensure that others are comfortable. And that's, in the end, not always a good thing.
What we do is very sensorial. So to be able to come in and actually be able to chat with us so we can tailor a ritual for you because everyone's skin is so unique, but also to be able to open a product up and smell and touch. Like this is the cocoa honey cream mask, which is made with local honey and cocoa extract and cocoa absolute. So being able to touch and try is amazing.
I feel very grateful that I get to live a very creative life and to be able to support a family doing what I do. Never did I think I would have a skincare company, but I'm so glad that my girls see that when you believe in yourself and you have a deep level of self-assurance that, you know, your skills being resourceful and resilient are so valuable in terms of building your own life and your own dream, that's a possibility. Absolutely. It's not an easy road. They definitely see the chaos. But at the same time, I feel like we give them a home that feels warm and consistent and safe, and there's routine and there's love. I was thinking about legacy, and my mom was a special needs teacher. That's what she did. She devoted her life to children, was so patient. And I feel like as much as I make skincare and that's what I do, it really is about, oh gosh, I get so emotional. It really is about taking care of women so women can be here. Because I think about what my mom's missed out by not being here. And I think about the life that I've lived since she's been gone and my kids. I would just do anything to make sure that I'm still there for my kids because they still need you. And I'm just so glad that I had such a strong, radiant role model who was such a beautiful guide for me. When a new product or potion comes to mind, I feel like it's like the beginning of what it feels like to fall in love. That's what I feel like. It's like goosebumps, butterflies, endless possibilities. So you really have to get quiet with yourself and home in on its intention and what that means for this product. It has to be truly authentic in order for it to translate. And it's so fun. Like it is truly so fun because you get to create something out of nothing for the world. And I think the most rewarding part of that is when someone messages you or you bump into someone at the grocery store and they're like, hey, I can't live without this. We have such a multi-generational brand and they say, really find your niche. But I'm like, you know, it's the daughters that find us and then they feel so passionate about it that they tell their mothers. And I think that's so special, especially because my mom's not here. So when I see moms and daughters come into the storefront or to sit down to do a bespoke perfume, I see my mom in all those moms. And it's just like the most warming part of my business.
Perfume is like our invisible legacy. So as we evolve as a woman, especially, it is like this glamorous sparkle of essence that we can give ourselves. And even if we're not quite that woman, we can aspire to be her and we can feel that energy with the notes that are in that fragrance. So it's powerful and it's not like anything else that we have on this earth. It's just such an ancient, beautiful gift that we keep giving ourselves.
I feel like for us, it's figuring out what kind of experiences can we create that are really going to help PURA be seen in a light in which is kind of unforgettable. We create such beautiful spaces, whether it's
a virtual space on Instagram, or it's through our newsletter, but a physical space where people can come in and I think just feel completely relaxed and replenished through PURA would be sensational.